When Lil Scrappy lost control, he screamed so loudly that the neighbors phoned the cops, toppled a table, and broke a glass. Why? Because Bambi had been concealing a youngster that wasn't really his. This was a complete betrayal, not merely rumors. Scrappy learned of it from a leaked mail received at 2:47 a.m., not from Bambi. "Who's this little boy calling you mommy?" was the straightforward text. After initially remaining silent, Bambi said, "That's none of your business." Mama D, who was having a hard time keeping herself together, went live on Instagram while crying and quoting passages from the Bible. While Stevie J remained silent, there were allegations that he had been aware of the whole truth from the beginning. The streets were alive with conversation. Not only was Scrappy depressed, he was enraged. This transgression had the potential to destroy the family. It was more than just a falsehood. There was no sound in the room. Sitting on the side of his bed, Lil Scrappy gazed at his phone, praying the message wasn't genuine. A picture of Bambi cradling a toddler Scrappy had never met was included in the caption. Although the youngster smiled and had Bambi's eyes, Scrappy knew in his heart that the child wasn't his. With trembling hands, he typed, "Bambi, who is this?" No response. He made 2 calls to her, both of which ended up in voicemail. His mind raced with memories of their wedding, their kids, and their vows, all of which felt broken now. Scrappy drove to their home, determined to find out. Bambi was present and seems taken aback by his presence. He showed her the picture and said, "We need to talk." Her expression was one of shock, shame, and dread, as if she had been caught off guard. She said, "It's not what you think." "Then tell me," Scrappy insisted. When Bambi finally came clean, she admitted that the child was hers from a brief affair while they were apart. She was afraid of being judged and losing their family, so she kept it a secret. Scrappy thought everything had changed. The life he believed to be his was now a deception. He walked away, heartbroken by betrayal, without saying another word. The media picked it up fast. "Lil Scrappy's world shattered by Bambi's secret child," read the headlines. Family, friends, and fans all demanded clarification. How did this occur? What is Scrappy going to do next? The action unfolded in real time. Screenshots of the widely shared image of Bambi with the youngster went viral on Twitter. They had evidence, according to anonymous bloggers. One even uploaded a phony birth certificate with Stevie J listed as the father, which was unexpected. The narrative abruptly changed course. Stevie J, the same man, ostensibly only a business partner who had spent months with the family. People began to make connections between Bambi's claims that her vacations were work travels, her absences from home, and odd posts from Stevie J last year that featured baby shoes and bottles with the caption, "Big blessings loading." Mama D also didn't remain silent. She went live on Instagram that same evening. Fans filled the comments before she spoke. "I told you all that woman wasn't right for my son," she yelled. Anger shook her voice. "Everyone is getting bitten by the snake that I knew was in the garden." The conversation was full of queries. Was the father Stevie J? Was Bambi been unfaithful all along? Does Scrappy need a DNA test immediately? Mama D continued. With wide eyes, she stated, "This isn't just about cheating. Contracts, letters, and documents are concealed from us. My son was positioned. All of a sudden, it appeared to be a plan rather than just a controversy." She shared audio recordings, leaked communications, and evidence of betrayal by those close to them. "This is true. It's not a rumor. I have a broken son. Last night, he called me in tears. Everyone watching could see how hurt she was as she wiped away her tears." Scrappy disappeared from social media in the interim. Just silence, no statements, no posts. That exacerbated the situation because in public settings, silence frequently speaks louder than words. Theories proliferate. According to insiders, Bambi has been raising the child in a different apartment that Stevie J paid for nearly 2 years, leading her to live a double life. According to a source close to the Love and Hip Hop production crew, the narrative was being kept secret to save reputations. However, NDAs were being disregarded now that the truth was known. Every aspect was scrutinized by YouTubers and blogs. Supporters chose between Team Bambi and Team Scrappy. The world was watching. Every move that Scrap made, and it was obvious that he was in the midst of an emotional tempest. When Scrappy did show up on the third day, it was not what anyone had anticipated. One Instagram post, no interviews or live videos. Everything isn't always what it seems, but pain is always real, reads the message on a black screen. The post went viral right away. Celebrities, bloggers, and fans began to speculate, was he referring to Bambi? Did the kidnapper actually exist? A fresh jolt arrived before anyone could respond. A dubious blog received proof from an unknown source in the form of leaked birth certificates, medical data, and pictures of a child with Bambi's looks. The most unexpected thing? Lil Scrappy was not the father. According to the blog, Bambi concealed the pregnancy by feigning to attend wellness retreats in Arizona, and the child was delivered while Scrappy and Bambi were still together. However, those journeys? Under false pretenses, these were actually private maternity suites. Stevie J made another appearance, this time as someone who assisted Bambi in keeping the secret hidden rather than as the father. A baby wailing in the background of one of his previous Instagram stories caught the attention of fans. It sounded like Bambi's daughter. Kirk Frost fanned the flames just as things appeared to be cooling down. Some people love to act like family until the truth is revealed, he shared a strange quote. He didn't say who he meant, so everyone guessed. Additionally, private correspondence between Bambi and the purported father was exposed. She pleaded with him to keep silent in the text, stating, "I'm just trying to protect Scrappy." This is not fair to him. Rumors spread quickly. Mama D became enraged and yelled, "You lied to my son," while drinking a glass of wine. "You deceived us all. That is cowardice, not loyalty." She threatened to disclose it herself unless the show's producer, Mona Scott, showed this drama in the upcoming season. She remarked, "That baby has cheekbones just like her." Mama D offered a knowing glance and muttered, "He's been part of this more than you realize," in response to the question of why Stevie J was involved. Speculation erupted in the comments, with some speculating that Scrappy might be the father but discreetly relinquished his rights, and others claiming that Bambi had been plotting all along. For no apparent reason, some even brought up Erica Dixon. In the end, Scrappy's crew issued a statement requesting privacy while he took care of things. "The truth always comes out," they remarked. "Please be mindful of our personal space until then." But there was no sign of peace. A fresh audio recording of a furious phone conversation between Scrappy and Bambi surfaced online. "How could you lie to me like that?" Scrappy shouted out in it. "Was any of it authentic?" "I did what I had to do," Bambi said, remaining almost too composed. "You wouldn't comprehend." In response, Scrappy yelled, "You broke me." "I was broken by you." People who had previously criticized Scrappy for his past suddenly began to stand behind him. "You didn't deserve this," a fan wrote. King continued to be strong. In the meantime, the baby's purported father emerged, not on television but on TikTok, pacing tensely in a parking lot. "I didn't want this drama," he remarked. "I can't allow her to lie about me, but I don't want to be famous. My child is that, and I can prove it. If anyone is interested, DNA tests are available." Screenshots of the DNA findings went viral on Twitter the next day. The baby wasn't Scrappy's, the test verified. The baby's name was a combination of Stevie J's and Bambi's middle names, which was even more startling. The entire incident turned into a major scandal. The entire Love and Hip Hop show started to be questioned by fans. The public urged producer Mona Scott to speak up. "This crew is messy, as I told you years ago," tweeted former cast member K. Michelle. "Behind the scenes, nothing is genuine." "So the deer had a baby," Joseline Hernandez captioned a video of herself giggling. Lil Scrappy remained silent while everyone else laughed until he went live from a dark room at 2 a.m, tears running down his cheeks. "I love that woman with all my heart," he stated. "She repeatedly stabbed me in the back, but I would have died for her." Support from fans poured into the chat. "Scrappy, you are loved. Remain resilient. You're worthy of better." "I'm not playing the victim," Scrappy continued. "Even if I committed mistakes, this devastated me. I have to start over now." Then he quickly ended the live stream. All of Bambi's pictures, posts, and memories vanished from his social media accounts the following morning. even close pals. Kirk Frost, Rashida, Mona Scott, and Stevie J were unfollowed by him. This was battle, not just heartache.